Welcome back to Roleplay Podcast. It's been a while. Dimok already tried to take over the podcast and fucking ruin it. Dimok?
Damn it, Dimok.
I was gonna fix it. I was trying to fix the podcast, you know, and then here we are with the broken podcast. Everyone
should have set up yesterday. Should have set up yesterday, but you know.
I was playing Rust. Okay, I'm sorry. I by the way, Dimok, I promise we can do your new thing, and because it actually would be better. Fix it by replacing Blau. Okay, relax, chat. Relax. Okay.
Whoa.
Well, because there is this issue, right? Which is that you know what? We'll start off with this. I need to ask a question, okay? This is how we're going to start off the podcast. Let's say I want to get an invite into NoPixel 5 because I don't have an invite. What would you do? What would you do, Chatterbox?
Okay. One, actually play. 2, role play. 3, actually play. I'm gonna put that in there twice because you really need to hear that one.
I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Yeah, I kind of prefer that too.
Before we go into all of the craziness that is Rockstar X NoPixel and all that, I have a take that I think is going to conflict with both of you guys. Because Chatterbox, you're someone who's consistently played on NoPixel. Dimok, you actually consistently play as well. You don't really even stream it that much. And I've noticed this from conversations. I saw this on like Twitter, saw this on Reddit, and I saw it on YouTube. There's a constant dialogue of like, oh, these people are loyal. These people role play a bunch. They're always awake, always in the city. My take is, sure, there's a little bit of value of people being around and not always being there. I'm not to say I think it's overvalued though. I would rather someone come around when they feel like they have good energy to role play. And if that means they can come around every day, that's great. If that means they come around for 1 week out of the year, that's also great. I don't put as much value on people constantly role playing as much as I do put value on people who do good role play when they show up. That's my take.
I mean, let's use Squeaks for an example, bro. That guy plays, in a portion, then he's gone, right? But when he plays in that portion, it's like, bro, you miss that guy. He's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're what you're wearing right now?
Oh my god.
I'll be right back.
Oh my god. I'm starting the timer now.
No, he didn't.
Hurry,
no, that you don't get to start the timer now. You can't start the timer now. We didn't even say he didn't say. We're not talking hockey. I'm still talking role. Okay, so because again, chat. My whole point is this, and actually, Chief was in here, and Chief just had 2 really good points. Good energy is definitely better than putting in time. Low-key turn off when you run into people who've been playing every day for 2+ years and they sound tired. Yes, dude, and. I will say this. It is why I think, Dimok, someone like you or someone like Chatterbox is genuinely impressive, okay? Which is, I think there are people who have been able to consistently play role play for years at a time, constantly come up with good ideas, constantly feel like they're playing a character and not just playing their own depressed self in the game. And it's really good. But, fucking.
Yeah, okay. All right, timer is definitely starting now, by the way.
Okay, you can start the timer now. Okay, so I just want to say fuck you for taking. He's not a Jets player. Okay, he's a Blackhawks player. He lifted the cup.
Born and raised,
bro.
Right here.
Born and raised. You want to talk about raised? He raised the cup with us. Which is more important, where you're raised as a kid or where you raise the cup? What's up?
Yeah, that's right. A Canadian from Winnipeg led you guys to the Stanley Cup. Thank you very much. I know.
My nightmare.
For context, chat, we're talking about Jonathan Toews, a.k.a. Captain Serious, a.k.a. the GOAT of the Chicago Blackhawks dynasty team, which lifted 3 cups in 5 years, and is the reason why I'm a Blackhawks fan, who recently, he's actually out because he got weird complications with COVID, I think.
Okay, back to replay.
That was not time. There's no way that was 5 minutes. And now Chatterbox, where's he playing now? That was not 5 minutes. Chatterbox, where's he playing now?
What Blau is trying to say is that he woke up. He woke up and was like, what am I doing playing here? the fuck? I'm going back to Canada. So he came home to Winnipeg, and now he is playing for the Winnipeg Jets, who are now going to be the next ones to raise the Stanley Cup. Well, the Blackhawks stay in their place way down at the bottom of the standings.
We're
Okay.
We're rebuilding.
Okay.
We're rebuilding.
Okay.
Okay. All right, that's
have-
time. That's time. Fine.
Okay,
Time.
that's time. I have a point to what you were saying before. I think I think you bring up a really good question. I think that there is room for both, right? I think it is important that like we look at the people who have been playing consistently, right? And there's obviously a little bit of loyalty there to the server, but like, they've been putting in the hours day after day to come and role play on the server. And I think that, there should be some sort of reward for that as well, because they're the ones keeping the server alive when, we hit the downtime and the low times and stuff. But also, that goes to say that you're absolutely right too, that there's other people who just, don't want to role play all the time, but they're really great when they do role play. They just don't have the energy to do it every day. And that's fine. Like not everybody is built to role play every day. I actually would prefer it for like people like you, Blau, like I prefer it when you come in and role play, it's because you want to role play, right? I feel like it's more engaging than like if you're just logging in to log in because you want to be consistent. You know what I mean? So I think there's room for both. I think it's important to not forget the people who come in around every day. But I think, too, like we can't just say, oh, Blau never role plays. Why is he, for example, like if you got invited to 5.0, like why is Blau being invited? He never role plays. I think that's a silly statement to make because, you're a very good role player. Just, do it all the time. And that's okay. Like you do it when you want to do it,
Yeah, exactly.
I would like this might be a little bit of a controversial take, and I'll use Squeaks as an example. I actually think Squeaks. I'm not trying to say who is better or worse as a role player. I'm just gonna be very honest and just say I think Squeaks is a better role player than the vast majority of people that play GTA RP across any server. Like just straight up. Like if you look at whether it's Prodigy, NoPixel, all these. I'm sorry, but like Squeaks is just like and I'm not. This is Glaze alert, and never send this clip to Squeaks because I actually do hate him, and I am a hate watcher. I literally have like chat logs of me just being verbally abusive to him in his chat. Squeaks is just genuinely just one of the funniest people though. Like I'm sorry, he's just a really talented creator, so he's gonna be really good. Like for instance, I'm pretty sure if Ludwig actually committed to roleplay, Ludwig would also be really good because he's just a really good creator and streamer, right? But that's why I don't have an expectation that Squeaks or Ludwig are going to be in the server every single day for a whole year, right? So
Also, chat, don't get this twisted. This doesn't mean everybody else is bad.
Exactly.
That's not what he's saying. Because last time Blau had a similar take about this, people were like, "Oh, he's saying everybody else sucks." It's like, no, it's not what he's saying at all. Okay, he's just glazing Squeaks. Okay, that's what he's
Glaze
doing.
alert. Yeah, I know. It's
Glaze alert.
just. But I mean, it's like. But I'm saying Squeaks is a better role. Like I have way more hours in role play than Squeaks. I think Squeaks is a better role player than me. Like I think he's just funnier than me. It sucks, But I have to admit it. I mean, granted, I have
Some people are just built for that. Some people are just like,
yeah, I have a better hairline than him, but but we that's our trade off. Like that's like a hard thing. That's a hard thing to admit though. When it's like, hey, like my job is to be like funny or like entertaining, but I'm pretty sure if most streamers even streamers who are bigger in terms of view count or whatever than Squeaks would probably have to admit that Squeaks is funnier than them. But that's just the like.
But something you also got to remember too, dude, is like there's like for you, for example, for playing Mickey so long, like it's not easy to play one character consistently and keep that character interesting for such a long time, right? Which you've clearly have done with Mickey for so long. So like you got to give yourself credit too, because that's definitely not easy.
Well, and
to not let your character get stale, right?
Right, and I think another thing that is important is that we do have to recognize that's like there is different kinds of role play and kinds of content. Like, for instance, I mean, then to go back to you is like the arc that you did, in the last couple of years on Chatterbox was actually a much more serious arc and was like it was dramatic. It was dramatic and intense, and I don't really see Squeaks doing role play like that, right? Like. And that's okay. That's the point. Is like sometimes people are going for it's kind of like Hollywood, right? Like you have your comedies, you have your horror films, you have action movies, you have any number of different kinds of content, right? And so I think someone like you are like you're kind of going out there and you're chefing up all sorts of different genres to people depending on the day.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the environment of 4.0 that we're in, like you kind of have to, like it's otherwise like it's hard to get on every day and like be entertained or be entertaining, right? So like with how the server is kind of built, I think it's built for that kind of role play and stuff like that. Uh, so I just kind of leaned into it really heavy because I mean we kind of had to, and two, well, I mean, just things fell into place perfectly throughout the last couple of years, so why not? But it's definitely not easy to do serious RP. It's not something I like to do a lot because boy, did I learn a lot of lessons throughout the last couple of years, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I want to share some.
Not all of them, but I'll share some of them. You know, okay, for one, you have to be careful who you do serious RP with because not everybody takes well to like. For example, like my character was definitely not the good guy, right? He was definitely the bad guy, right? In the last several arcs that I've done throughout 2025. Okay, it's hard to do that. Okay, because you have to self-sabotage. Not everybody likes to do that. So when you have a character as dark as the one I was playing for a long time and he targets somebody, well, I've learned that some people don't mesh well with their character being put in a bad light or anything like and stuff along those lines. And then it gets a little weird and frustrating. So you have to like be careful of who you kind of push your serious arcs on because if they're not receptive to it, it's not going to be healthy and good. And that's something I learned the hard way throughout this Jagger arc that I did. So yeah, I won't get into too much details about it, but yeah, it was definitely an experience that I was like, it was a lesson learned.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the big things in role play that like just like it's one of those constant frustrations or like walls you run up against is like people have a hard time accepting consequences for their role play, especially when you're doing dramatic and serious stuff that could lead to like you know, things that their character might be seen in a bad light, or, their character might, get, lose this or that. And it can be really frustrating when you come up, because like you probably want to full send that, but the other person maybe doesn't want all those consequences that come along with it, but they still want the role play. But like you can't really have both. You know what I mean? You got to accept the consequences of the role play, or you just can't do the role play because otherwise you're telling like a half-ass story. I think it's just something in general that people need to get better at in role play. Is just accepting that your character won't always be the best. Like your character is going to have moments where they fall and falter, and people might not like them. They might not fuck with them for a long time, but like that's part of the story. You know what I mean? That's part of the growth from there on. It's not fun, but it's part of it.
Yeah, I think that's something I'm actually kind of grappling with. I don't know if I want to say too much. I have a character that I am sort of planning to have be a villain or like be a like bad character and shift it to being a bad character. And because it makes sense with the story and it makes sense with the character. And I think I have a cool opportunity to something unique with it. And it's like, but I think I almost have to like pre-think about like, and like one thing that I think does help with it, Chatterbox, like, is it helps you actually kind of step away from the character to be able to be like, oh, like this is why they are a bad person. And I always have to like remind myself about like, they're doing this, but I wouldn't do that if it was actually me. Like, it's like, you always have to like, because people have suffered going into dark roles. I mean, I know it's role play and it's not, maybe it doesn't have the same sort of gravity of like Hollywood acting. But I mean, like that was something that like Heath Ledger suffered from, that like a lot of famous Hollywood actors have suffered from when they took on, those sort of darker roles. But I do want to transition us into this because speaking of more serious things, I don't know how we've gone this long and talked this much hockey without talking about the elephant in the room, guys. Rockstar and is in. What's going on there? What do we think?
Bro. Well, I don't like.
You're in a Rockstar tweet, Chatterbox.
Yeah, that was cool. That was pretty cool. I won't lie. That was pretty fucking cool. I there's a lot of people dooming out there about it. There's a lot of people cheering about it, and it's just like a lot of people think that it's gonna kill roleplay for every other server, and it's like, bro, some people are just off their rocker about it. Because isn't like Rockstar like coming out with Rome or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know what all they're even launching. Chief said personally, it just looks like Rockstar is just patting NoPixel on the back. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's what it is, Chief. I think we have to look at a few. Like let's pause and let's go back in time and let's look at everything. It's a few things have happened, right? They supported Roleplay Week. They did that whole thing. They bought 5M. They bought 5M and didn't like just buy it to shut it down. They bought it and let it keep running. Now they're supporting this stuff with NoPixel. I mean, again, I'm not a gambling man unless, you know, Stake wants to give me a sponsorship. You know, I gotta pay the bills till the bills till GTA 6 comes somehow, you know. Everyone's gambling nowadays, so might as well. I'm not a gambling man, but if I was a gambling man, I would say that it looks like Rockstar wants to support RP.
Well,
Absolutely.
Just straight up.
Yeah, like even objectively looking at it, like straight from like Rockstar, right? Like Rockstar's official tweet was, "We're excited to support the NoPixel team," and then from the NoPixel official account was, "Coming soon to the Rockstar launcher," right? So obviously those two things.
I mean, the fact that it's Rockstar launcher means that this isn't just a pat on the back. This is like
official.
They're literally gonna be on the Rockstar launcher. That's huge.
Yeah,
that's fucking huge.
And Chief, I don't know. Because I saw Chief was in the chat asking about this. I talked to my chat about this when we first watched, and I encourage everyone in the chats to go and rewatch the announcement. There's two really important things that I don't think people talked about enough.
Which are?
The ESRB rating thing. And at the very end, it's the smallest bits of text. It's as an ESRB rating, and at the very end, it has a line of copyright. I'm gonna pull it up. I'll read it.
What's an ESRB rating? What is that?
Like a game rating.
It's like an American rating system. So yeah, you know, essentially, I mean, as somebody who works in fucking video game trailers,
tell us, Demo.
Yeah, so anytime you produce an official trailer like that, right? You're working for like an official publisher or a game company, you have to include that. Otherwise the ESRB will come and slap you with fines and all sorts of stuff. So like having that ESRB rating basically designates that like this is not just a fan mod at this point. You know what I mean? Like this isn't just like a mod on edition. This is going through official channels, like official Rockstar channels, to some extent, right? To include that ESRB rating and stuff.
Right, and I'm flashing to my React section real quick just to show this, but it says at the bottom, at the very end, Rockstar Games, Grand Theft Auto, and V are trademarks of Take-Two Interactive. NoPixel is trademarked by NoPixel Studios, Pty Ltd. All right. The fact that they have the like trademark text on here and all of this stuff just tells me that this is pretty official. Like,
yeah. Do you think that they have a hand in the development that's going on?
I think it sounds
in
like
some way, like
probably
there could be there has to be something there. Like I was thinking about it, I'm like there has to be something in there. Like that's gonna make this kind of like when we get in there, it's gonna be like holy shit.
I think it's one of those where it's like, I don't know if it's like I would imagine Rockstar devs themselves are they got another project they're really busy with. But then people also forget that there's different development teams. Oh, there's actually a good point about how game development works, right? Like I think people think that like, oh, they have GTA 6 coming out, which means every single developer at Rockstar are all working and to fix the gears and turn the knobs to make GTA 6 happen. That's just not true, right? They have an entire legal department that's handling legal stuff. They have a payroll department that's handling the payment of employees. They have probably another department that's an R&D team that's working on Red Dead Redemption 3. Or if it's not Red Dead Redemption 3, they're working on Rockstar secret game that's set in space, right? Like they have other games they're probably working on. They probably have whole teams dedicated to that. My guess is they probably have some team that's dedicated to their online ecosystems that, if not is directly involved in working with NoPixel, is like giving tools over to NoPixel or giving like something to them to help them build this.
They need to remake one of their games, higher quality, and put it on PC. It's that one right there. They need to get this game fixed up. This one right here.
I never
It's
played
a peak
that.
game.
Is it
It's
actually
a
peak?
peak game.
Dude,
So
this is one of the best video games ever made. Okay, you got to try it, bro.
yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
No, yeah,
Actually,
I'm dead ass serious.
Chatterbox, you're in this first, NoPixel trailer retweeted by Rockstar Games. So you must know John Rockstar. You think you could
Yeah.
put like in a good word for me and Blau to get us
Yeah,
in
so
5.0?
as of right
Right.
now, guys, we only have 33% of the Roleplay Podcast in 5.0. This is rough, guys.
Yeah,
We need
this
to
is-
fuck. I might have to go.
Chatterbox is gonna replace us.
Okay, so then realistically, here's something I actually think people should be wary of, because I've heard people being like, "Oh my God, it's like gonna be like the same." I think it's not. I think they're gonna be more selective. I think the nature of them doing invites this way means they're gonna be more selective.
Yeah. I'm sure they already have like a huge list of people that they're going to invite, and they're dooming, dude. How do you have this person, this person, this person, but not this person, this person, and this person? It's like, bro, they are going to have these people are going to be there. Like, there's a bunch of people that we know, like, you just know that are going to get invited, but they just haven't done it just yet, right? Because they're only doing what? The initial people was like nine cards.
Yeah, I'm
and
looking at it. Initial was 9. It was 52 chains, Valkyrie, Squeaks, Pokimane, Leah Stu, XQC, Skatebeard, S-Fan, Chatterbox. Damn, round 1 pick. Round 1 pick? Ooh.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Shut
I got
up.
squeezed in there.
Shut up. No, by the way, you know what's crazy was people were freaking out about this roster, and I was like, dude, I feel like this was a pretty like obviously like curated roster of like darling smaller role player, right? Like 52 chains, Leah Stu, and then like people who made crazy arcs in 4.0, Valkyrie, Chatterbox, people who came in and did like really good sort of like 1 to 2 month RP, or who are like known really good RP, like S-Fan, Squeaks, and then like, oh, we're gonna do some like really massive variety streamers, XQC Pokey. It was like, I thought it was just a very obvious balance of like those categories, and people still found a reason to like freak out and be mad about it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm sure 5.0 is a long ways away. So the way they're doing this, I think is pretty cool. Every week you're gonna just check who's getting invited now, because I'm sure there's gonna be a shitload of people on there before this fucking server comes out.
Okay, clear.
And everybody's gonna be satisfied and happy.
Clear said Blau not getting an invite or trying not to be GTA Online. What the what? Clear, please. Please, Clear. I guys, please. Yeah, also, why do you keep saying 5.0? And Demo, you already insulted them by tweeting this out and saying that we were going to discuss 5.0. Sorry, it's NoPixel V.
Oh, you're so right. I'm so sorry.
Right. NoPixel V. Yeah, NoPixel
right.
5.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
NoPixel V sounds a little weird, but do you know what does kind of sound good? NPV. That sounds NPV. Ooh.
It's pretty cool.
MPV.
Yeah, cool acronym.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we don't really say GTA V. That's okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. No, this is great. No, this is great. No, I love this. That's a great overlay. No, that's wonderful.
Hey man, you gotta take some of the heat from this guy, because this guy on Breakers has been calling me every day on RP and fucking with me, dude. You're not around to control this guy.
Breakfast is trying to find Mickey, man, and Mickey is nowhere to fucking be seen. And Chatterbox and Breakfast now have a robot clown beef. So this is all your fault, Blau.
All right. Well, so I want to say, who's in the next, because they just announced the next round of invites, by the way. And also, can I just say, bro, I swear, Dimok lives to just grief me in roleplay and just fuck with me in roleplay. Like, you used to help me, now you fuck with me.
Yeah.
Fuck, the next round, I think it was. I know Kitten got in there. That's another clown.
Okay. Okay, Kitten.
QG.
Rafflegator, and I think he even talked about, dude, Rafflegator's amazing. Oh my god, dude. His stuff is so good. When he was doing the burger shot arc.
Yeah. Fusli, Saikuno.
Okay, well, okay. They're okay. They're decent role players. Jenny Bear got in, so that tells me that they'll let anyone in.
Right.
Let's see who else.
Obviously, Burn.
Okay, that's kind of, you know what? A lot of people did comment about this. Burn being in is kind of funny that like everyone else is like, you know, it's like Fusli, April Foos, Capped, Capped, Pigeon Turnover, and then Burn is just Burn. I love whatever.
Burn, but did you see his card?
Yeah, with all I'm looking at it right now with all the little characters for each of the characters he plays.
That is definition of a goat right there, bro.
Yeah,
because that you can't even just label one character on that guy. That guy is just characters, bro. Like you can't just put one on him.
Yeah, that's sick. That was so well
He's
done.
that damn good.
Let me see. Doc Wizard as well. I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest. You look at this confirmed roster. Shit, dude. Like, this is already looking kind of stacked. No, like what a draft. Like damn.
How many more people got added though? Was it another 9?
It was it was 9. Yeah.
So maybe it'd be 9 every week.
Was the first? Oh, was the first? Yeah, the first one was 9 as well.
Yeah, it was 9. Yeah.
Damn. All right, this looks really good.
Yep.
Okay, Dimok, if you had to cut one person from this, who would you cut?
Of course you turn this to me, you motherfucker. Of course you turn this to me. Chatterbox, man. Get this guy out of here. Don't let him in 5. Keep him in 4.0. Don't let him in B.
Damn.
Bro, that's a crazy ask, bro.
Buddha announced it's not going to be the same amount every week now. Oh, okay. So it might be like
they might drop 2 next one.
Wave TS at Hawkeye, I think it's going to be 9 a week for a total of 10 weeks. And then NoPixel V comes out in someone said Fusli 1 Blase. Guys, I'm going to get an invite, guys. I'm swear I'm going to be drafted. Buddha hasn't been drafted yet.
Roleplay first.
Buddha hasn't been
first,
guys,
bro.
even Buddha hasn't been drafted, right? Like surely they're going to draft me. No?
There's so many obvious people that haven't been drafted yet.
Yeah,
They're obviously
like,
going to be drafted, and you know it's slowly going to happen. There's a lot of time to kill, so that's why I think the way they're doing this is kind of cool. Keeps it interesting.
No, I mean it keeps it fun to like go and see like
Yeah.
who's coming in each week, because there's like some that I think people know are going to be in, but like, so here's the other thing I was thinking about. If I was someone where like, and maybe I am this person, like let's say hypothetically you're like one of those people where, hey, maybe you haven't role played in a while. Maybe when you have, you've been breaking character too much and going OOC too much. Maybe you've been relying on a dev panel too much to carry your RP. Maybe you're like one of these people, right? I would right now. I think now is the time to role play. I think now is the time to like go get your invite, King. Like, I mean, like people joke that like people are doing like /me's more or like taking role play more seriously, but like I think that's okay. I think now is actually a time to, you know, maybe pull back on the like Discord call RP, like hang around with the same people RP, and like now is the time to like start doing some arcs. Like, don't save it. Like, show people that.
Yeah, are you gonna take your own advice, bro?
I'm coming. Yes, I am. This month, I am coming back to roleplay.
All right. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here.
You act like.
I was coming back to roleplay.
By the way, you act like I don't. This is the problem with you. You think that that me roleplaying means I have to be in GTA. I'll have you know, I roleplayed a fuck ton in Rust. Okay, I did my first ERP arc. Okay, I got.
Oh great. Oh great. ERP arc.
Yeah, I proposed to someone. I proposed.
How'd it go?
She said yes.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. I role play on every Yeah, no, that's the other thing. I did an ERP arc that wasn't a weirdly romantic and intimate gay romance with one of Sab's characters. Okay. That I actually did straight role play. That's crazy,
Well, I mean, but you're following the trend though of, like your characters would have commitment issues, right? Because you propose, now the server's down, now you don't have to do it anymore. So, I mean, at least you're sticking up with the trend, bro.
No, but like, I mean, I do think like, one thing I would hope, weirdly enough, NoPixel does. I know I saw Clear in here. I saw Nikita in here. I saw some NoPixel admins and devs in here. One thing I would hope that they also think to do for invites, I would hope they and I'll give an example and why. I think they should reach out to Toast. Big creator, would bring some new eyes. Hasn't really done a stint in roleplay, but I think probably deserves an invite because I've actually seen him do some pretty good roleplay. He did this whole roleplay arc on a Cobblemon server recently, and it was really phenomenal. Another group of people that I think they should look for.
Chat spamming foolish, bro. That's that. I can only pray that happens.
Yeah, give Foolish an invite. And even if he doesn't have a character ready, like they should, like Foolish's roleplay that he's done in Rust Kingdoms, I think warrants an invite. In fact, if I was NoPixel, I would not only be looking for who are some of the core like NoPixel people, I would want to bring in some new blood because, and here's my hot take, more so than whatever, I don't know, new secret rockstar technology they can bring in, I think the thing that refreshes roleplay the most is just different people playing different characters.
You're absolutely right about that because I have a list of people, like, and I have a notepad saved on my computer of a list of people that I've played with on other servers that I'm like, these people are fucking awesome. Like, they're actually super, super good. And I'm going to try and pitch their names out to see if because they've never played on NoPixel, they're not even whitelisted, right? But from somebody that doesn't care, like I go around on if people are playing on other servers, like I'll go play, I don't give a fuck, right? And then you meet other people and you're like, yo, these are there's a character he was called Yes Guy or something like that, and he was playing, so he's on Prodigy, and just dude, character, yeah, there's a particular way you have to talk to him. Yeah, yes man, there's a particular way you have to talk to him. You have to say something just right. You'd be like, oh, do you want to backstab that guy? He'd be like, yeah, I do. And then he'd just go and do it, right? If you talk to him in a specific way, he'll just say yes. And it's like, no matter what it is, dude does not break character ever. Go to guy. Never got prior on there either.
Damn.
Makes you wonder why. Every time you see him, you're like, this guy's fucking great. There's people like that NoPixel should be picking up. Just like,
well, and
characters, bro.
I have a question. This one goes to production. Demo, isn't that kind of like, because you actually got your start on Wild RP, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got my start in Wild RP, and then I was role playing over there for a bit, and then like there was that big wave when all the NoPixel streamers started coming over, and trying out Wild RP, and that's like where I met like a bunch of I met a bunch of them because my character was just kind of a bit of a wanderer and stuff, and so I ended up crossing paths with a ton of them, and then it was like a whole year later. Honestly, what really saved it was when NoPixel shifted their applications to video instead of like written, and I could just submit
Ooh.
clips and stuff. That was a big thing for me because I was like, written, like, I don't know how to describe the fact that I can role play really well, but, like, I can show you, you know what I mean? So it was a whole year later that I got in, but, I mean, I was honestly really refreshing to, like, join at that time. That was, like, you know, middle of kind of 3.0 and stuff, and it was really interesting to kind of hop in and, bump into some familiar faces that I knew from Wild, but, I do feel like, I had a lot of people reach out to me at the time and were like, "You brought a lot of energy back to, this server and the surrounding environment, just by coming in here." And I think a bunch of the other Wild R peers did that too. But there's something to be said about bringing new faces in because we all role play with each other all the time now. So it's like nice to have somebody who's new, you know what I mean, and like willing to bring energy to the role play and not just be selfish with it and stuff.
Yeah. No, I didn't know they were doing it via videos. That's actually sick. Since we're on the topic of like people I'd recommend, I kind of want NoPixel to also maybe even go outside of like just gaming space. Now hear me out. Let me cook on this one. I did
Okay.
I did a collab with these guys. It was just for fun. It was super random, and I had a blast with them. I taught Arky and Yugi how to play ice hockey. Those
Oh
dudes
yeah.
were so funny, and all I could think of, and every time I see like a clip, I'm like, dude, Arky and Yugi in roleplay would be so great. And you know what it reminded me of? Is I was like, man, like I always kind of want to bring them in because that kind of gives it the 3.0 vibe. Because you know what was special about 3.0, the start of 3.0, was it was a lot of people who didn't even necessarily know each other. There were just totally new people into the scene of role play and like they were just completely new faces. I'm like, man, like a world where like Arky and Yugi, like I feel like they would love to do GTA role play and they would kill it. Yeah, actually, this happened in 4.0 too. Someone actually just mentioned Fan. Who would have
Oh
thought that?
yeah.
Like Fan came out of nowhere and was amazing in 4.0.
No, funny story about Fan, dude, because she played a little bit, like probably only a few days in 3.0.
Really?
She played this old lady character, and I had a beef with her in a court one day, and it was like really fucking funny. Then I found out it was Fan stuff like that, and then she stopped playing. And then I was like, "Why'd you stop playing?" She's like, I don't know, like anxiety, I don't know what to do, whatever. Then 4.0 dropped, and I was like, "Please, just try again, just try again." I'm like, "You'd love it. You're really good at it." Dude, she came back. You saw what she did in 4.0, man. Goat.
I saw the beef flaps clip. That's for
They're
sure.
they're the
We all got scarred from that one.
yeah. She needs to come back. She like if Fan doesn't get an invite, something's wrong. My microphone's dying.
Yeah, I mean, I have a question. Okay, but I do I get a little nervous with the invite thing because I do feel like the invite. My other things, I think this is like the initial invite list, and maybe the server will drop and like and then new people will probably be added still too. I am a little nervous for like. I just here's the thing. I really hope it just doesn't cause drama. And this is I always say this whenever it comes to roleplay. I hate when people say, "What about this person?" And it's like, dude, just celebrate that that it was cool that this person got invited, right? Like it was really, I think it was in that initial drop. I remember I felt like people were kind of saying that about like maybe like Squeaks and Pokey, and because like, oh, they don't even role play that much. I'm like, just be like, oh my god, Pokey's gonna play in this. Jolie Paul. By the way, and Chatterbox, you and your community might not have known her role play, and Dimmock, I don't know if you knew. You and I weren't role playing the other time. I was one who role played a bunch with Pokey, Mickey, and Jolie Paul. Dude, Pokey killed it on Jolie Paul. She was amazing. One of my favorite. She's one of the only people that brought out serious Mickey. In fact, of people who have brought out serious, like me playing more seriously, it's literally like Ray and Chatterbox, and I guess Dimmock because you fucking permit your character and then unpermit him, you fucking savage. And then and Pokey are people who made me play a much more serious Mickey. So Pokey was amazing. I hate when people do that stupid thing about what about this person. So I just hope it doesn't
it's
cause
something that's
drama.
well,
It's gonna happen.
yeah, it's just gonna happen, bro. Oh man. But hey, if you stay off Twitter, you rarely see it, right?
True.
That's where it mostly happens.
I mean, as long as I get invited, I won't cause any drama. Is all I'm saying. Clear? Are you still in here? Clear,
Oh,
Nikita? Can you guys could just like put in a little
Again, you have to role play first, Blau. That's like
okay,
the
I'm
first
gonna
step, man.
okay. So this is a good let's go through the practical thing of okay, so NoPixel and Rockstar, big opportunity. Everyone wants to get an invite. Let's say hypothetically you don't have an invite. What would you do? What advice would you? Okay, besides go and role play. Now what? Okay, let's say I've logged into this hypothetically, not me. Let's say I'm desperately trying to get a NoPixel 5 invite, and I can log into the server, whether or another server. Let's say I can get on to Prodigy, I can get on to NoPixel 4.0 right now. What do I do now, Chatterbox?
That's a good question. Well, yeah, one, Chief just said, okay, don't force it. That's gonna because that's an ick, I guess, right? Like,
Ooh,
you know.
like tryharding RP too much is an ick. Go into that actually.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, look, when the when the announcement dropped, people changed pretty quickly, right? To the point where it was like super noticeable, right? And it's just like,
Isn't that good though?
I mean, yeah, no, but like, it's just kind of like it's noticeable to the point where it's like, why weren't you doing this the whole time? Why are you just gonna do it? So like, you're gonna do this now, and then when you get in, you're just not gonna do it again. You know, like I don't know, like that's just me. You know,
As a counterpoint though, isn't that like I actually I don't I actually kind of disagree with you. I think it's fine if they switch up now. I actually think it's fine. I think in life it's okay to change. I think it's fine to like go through a change, and if it and even if it's for the reasons of I'm just trying to get an invite. If I was a role player who maybe I wasn't doing the best role play, now I'm like, oh man, I really want to get an invite. I'm gonna like up my role play game, and they go in and they're at maybe you could say they're forcing it, but they're trying a little bit harder. They might build good habits then of actually role playing better.
true.
And I think that's how you genuinely go. But to your point, and I think maybe the Chiefs' point about forcing is it's like it's the classic rule of role play, which is read the room, right? Like if other people are like setting up a scene and like how are you elevating it, plus wanting it, etc. But like you don't need to slash me everything if no one like it's you kind of read the vibe. Nikita and Nikita.
See my slash me counter. It's probably lower than shit, dude.
Nikita said, "Well, there's upping your RP game, then there's memeing about." It. Yeah, that's a good point. Is realizing that it's like doing good role play. It's not just what it is. It's like it's not just being like a performative male. It's like I don't just grab my feminist literature and just start stomaching matcha lattes. It's like you have to actually enjoy.
Yeah. I don't know. It just brought me back to like that 3.0 prio wipe that they did. We all lost our prios, and they were like, we're gonna re-hand out prios and adjust levels and whatever like that. And then like for like 2 weeks, everybody was like role playing. Cops were like doing these checkpoints, and there was stuff happening everywhere. And then after like a month or two, it was like it never happened. Like none of that was happening anymore. And I was like, what the fuck happened? Server went back to exactly the way it was. And I was like, okay, well,
why did you add a green filter to me? What does this mean?
Yeah, I was about to ask about that. I was like, what the hell's going on with your camera?
My camera's fine, dude. It's like you did. Okay. It's a green is the approval for that means guys, wait, hold on. Think about the main NoPixel color scheme is kind of like a greenish teal. I'm going green. That means my invite's coming next. Holy shit. How about that? I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm moving Roleplay Podcast to weekly, guys, until I get an invite.
Wow.
Wow.
You know
Still
what you
won't
should
role
do?
play, but we'll
You should
talk
get
about it.
Buddha or Coil on here, bro, and we'll just corner them and try to get.
Oh yeah, you can beg them live on podcast for an invite.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will ask Buddha and Coil to see if they will come on. Coil has been on the Roleplay podcast before, so I think Coil might do it. I will anticipate that Buddha's response will be something like, fuck off, Blau. I'm not fucking doing your stupid fucking podcast. I'm too fucking busy. Go fucking roleplay. Shut the fuck up. Stop bothering me. Use the fucking dev panel I gave you, you fucking bum. That's Buddha's response to me. And you know what? That's a fair response. I accept that.
Valid.
But Coil, I think, might. And maybe Buddha will too. I actually do think Buddha would be a really good podcast. Oh, I was going to talk about.
He's very in touch with the server too, like because he plays every day.
Yeah, he's super. Whereas I think Coil is right now probably, Coil hasn't been playing, but I think it's because Coil's been, behind the scenes. Clearly they were cooking. Man, I gotta say this. How good must it feel to be Buddha after how long? Like, I feel like people have been criticizing 4.0 for so long. We didn't even talk about this, Chatterbox. People were criticizing, where are the updates? What have they been doing? Damn. How good must it feel for Buddha to be like, yo, here's
what we've been doing.
Yeah.
And that's not, and it's not even like really much details. It's just like, like it's involved with Rockstar now. There is clearly shit cooking. There is shit happening. And it's just kind of like buckle your seatbelts now, because now you know for a fact that shit's going on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you guys felt, but like, I think we can all say definitively that, and I think it's fine to say this, that 4.0 was not supported. But now it's like, now we know why. Like, I mean, I even saw Clear in here, and Clear would probably be like, yeah, well, like when I say not supported, I mean, like, I think relative to like how much 3.0 is supported or how even other servers were supported. I don't think it was supported, but it's like, finally, we now know why. It's like, oh, they weren't just fucking sitting around.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy.
I understand, like, a lot of people's like, because, having an unsupported server was really difficult to work with, right? And role play around, right? But we figured it out, like a lot of people figured it out and made the best of it and still are making the best of it, right? But I mean, for some people that were like, holy fuck, it was a bit difficult. It was. Like,
But
I can admit I had a hard time too at first. I had a really hard time,
but
just because like when shit was buggy, things were like it was hard. It was tough, right? And it was discouraging. So,
well, I was gonna say, it felt like you were able to actually make 4.0 was really where a lot of your role play took off, and it felt like you were able to make the most of it without that support.
yeah, because like a lot of people were quitting, leaving, swapping servers. I didn't want to do that. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't want to do that. So I got lucky. I'm just gonna put it that way. I got lucky. I got very, very lucky that I got involved with the Chatter Cups arc. That was basically what started everything. So I got very lucky.
It's a little,
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact.
Listen,
it's a fact, bro.
Listen, success is a mixture of luck and talent. It's about getting lucky, but then having the talent and preparation to execute on that luck.
Fair. Very fair. That's very fair. But it started with luck. It started there.
Someone said, why are people who haven't role played in a while getting invites over people who role play all the time? We did kind of talk about this already, but I'll emphasize it again. It's like, there's like I'm curious again for your thoughts here, Chatterbox. There's sort of 2 points to this. One is like just because you role play all the time does not mean you are a good role player. You can log into the server you can have whitelists. You can log into the server every day. It doesn't make you a good role player. It doesn't mean you add much to the server. A counterpoint is like looking at Squeaks. He was there for a month and he completely changed how people do politics RP. That's number one. Number two, and I'm just going to give you guys a This is the business reason. There's a lot of really big streamers who are going to do great role play, who frankly, it's if you are a big content creator-y server, and let's this is like a little bit of an elephant in the room. If Rockstar is getting involved with NoPixel, it's a content creator server. Okay, this isn't some darling niche. And I think NoPixel has always been this and moved more towards this. It's not some darling niche roleplay server. It's, this is a content server. It's going to be big creators. Maybe they haven't roleplayed that much. Maybe they haven't roleplayed at all, but they're the ones who are going to get invites because they have giant audiences. Full stop. What are you doing to my hair? Well, let me pull up your stream. What the fuck did you do? I'm like yapping here, and what the fuck did you do?
Demo.
You look better, man. If only I would have used my option, none of this would have happened, Blau.
Why do I look like this?
None of this would have
Demo,
happened.
can you put something on the screen, man?
Oh,
It's a point. It's a point.
Blau, I need you to toss that up. I wish I could, but Blau doesn't give me access to anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should show that, Blau. You should show that.
Yeah, pop that up.
It's an example of what you were just talking about. That there are people that could play every day, but this is an example of what people see that. It's an example.
I throw it up.
Demo, can't you put it on like overlay? You can't do that?
Yeah, exactly. Squidward shows up every day to the fucking Krusty Krabs and hates, bro. And it's like, do you know what it is? I swear there are people where I've met, not even just in NoPixel, but in a bunch of servers, and like talking to them, I feel like they're just second lifing it, or like just kind of like there to exist, and not like there to like create story and create content, if that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely.
There is people that definitely play just to work a 9 to 5, right? And that they think that they have fun with that, whatever, right? But like, it's tough to like put it this way: 3.0. So like there was some people that worked at Burger Shot, right? You'd walk in there, and you'd be like, "Hey, man," and they'd be like, "Hey," like, "Can I get a heartbreaker with cream?" Okay. Did you swipe yet? It's like, okay, and I swipe, and they're like, "Here," and that's it. It's like, "Okay, man, have a good day, man," Or you come in and you try to do something like, we're here for an inspection and stuff like that, and they just be like, "Nah, fuck off." Like, okay.
Yeah. We've talked about this before. It's one of the reasons there are certain cop characters that I really like, where it's like they're always down to do something different than the standard, I'm going to just process you and send you on your way. Where they're like, we'll do something, a community service. We're going to make you do this. Okay, you have to like, or they'll even like go along with like, Slash Me tries to get out of, or I think like Slash Me broke a chair that I was handcuffed to, right?
Shout out Hell and High Water. Shout out. Best Cop 4.0.
And
literally,
I think the other thing to remember is like, that doesn't mean that like you always have to be on either, especially somebody like you, Chatterbox, who plays every single day. Like there's definitely been moments where you're like going through the motions just because you play every single fucking day, But I think it's about like how you approach RP in general, Like sure, not every moment you're gonna be like want to role play and be super active, but like your overall, outlook on role play is that you want to create stories and want to do this, And so like that makes worlds difference, right? So like you might have like an hour or two where you just want to, put your head down and just, I don't know, do a grind or something. But like, you're gonna get back at it and try and create a story, a moment later. And then there's other people who just don't want to do any of that, and just want to sit around.
Thing with me is if I know I just can't, if I'm not in the mood, I just won't roleplay that day. I just won't.
I think that's good too.
Like,
people need to take more breaks.
I think
yeah, because once it becomes like you start to drown in there. You can start to drown on these servers, dude. And people, like, it happens to a lot of people that they're on it. It's just like it becomes they got to do it every day. Like that's just what they want to do, but it consumes them to a point where it actually destroys them on the inside. It's like bad for your mental health. You don't step back from it sometimes. You drown in that shit. Happens to a lot of people.
I had an interesting question from the chat that I wanted you guys to react to as well. Someone said, is NoPixel 5 going to be an RP server or content server? I'm curious for your guys' take, but I don't. Both. I don't like this distinction. It's like, oh, is it RP or is it content? I'm sorry. Some of the best content is good RP, and some of the best RP is also naturally going to be good content. I think this is my hot take. I think people call things a content server or use the phrase content versus RP to deflect from the fact that it's big variety content creators who are already just funny, entertaining people who are making good content, and they fail to look at it and be like, damn, that was actually really good role play too.
Hey, we can solve this right now. Chat, this is for you. Get ready to answer. Was NoPixel 3.0 a content server or was it a role play server? Go answer it. 3.0, content or role play? Which one was it?
Yes.
There's people saying both.
They're
There's
both.
people saying content. There's people saying role play because no one knows. Because guess what? Depends who you watch. Because there's all of it going on all the time. It just depends who you watch.
Yeah, if you want, like, think about it. If you wanted to, there were some really deep, intricate, nuancy, highbrow role play arcs if you wanted to watch them on 3.0. You could also watch XQC, the bank buster, Jean-Paul demon fucking running away from the cops on a bicycle, okay? You could watch both. And that was the same case in 4.0. Like, there's always going to be people wanting to do, like, I don't know, what people would consider more serious, true role play. And there's always going to be people doing more content.
It's a mixture. It's just a mixture. And it's like that on, like, almost any server you go to. There's no such thing as a content server and not a role play. It's all... because there's both things going on, and there's really not that big of a difference because roleplay is content. It just depends the way you look at it, I guess, but 5.0 is going to be a roleplay server that's going to have a lot of content. Done. That's what it's going to be. And we got Blau here pretending he's the Hulk, but he's really the Grinch.
Yeah, big Grinch energy over there.
I was kind of role playing. What's up, guys? What can I say? What can I say?
First time in months. First time in months.
Okay, dude.
You better give him his invite. He's turning. He's turning.
Okay, so speaking of me trying to get my invite, plus one-a-thon.
Oh, right. We never did that.
Friday or Saturday? Name the day.
Like this week?
Yeah, or Sunday.
Okay, Saturdays and Sundays, can't. This Friday, I can't.
Why can't you do
Saturdays and Sundays, I'm a dad. I have kids, and those days are for my family. Okay, not for video
like
games.
in role play?
Not for streaming. No, real life, bro. Real fucking life. Okay, my kids want to go to the park, bro.
In role player.
Like
Fuck sakes.
Legion Square Park or?
What do you mean?
Yeah, wait.
No, not a place where they can get shot. Okay.
You let your kids get shot? No, you're Canadian. Never mind. Anyways,
That's right. That's right.
Damn. Monday.
Done.
Okay, Monday we do the plus. We do. Are you gonna do it on Chatterbox or are you gonna do a different character?
Hell no, I can't do it on Chatterbox because I'm not. My character's not allowed to go to the city. He's on life of parole and he's not allowed to leave Blaine County, so I can't. I'll make a new character for it.
I'll do a new character as well.
I can either do my David Durag character or I'm gonna make a new character. I'm gonna decide. I'll know by Monday.
We'll message because I can either. I do feel okay. One character. I feel like maybe we do new characters because I feel like one of my characters I can kind of cheat with. You know which character? I can always do Nathan Blau, the streamer. That one's the easiest.
The streamer.
That's the easiest one to plus one because I just open mic and just stream.
That's true.
It's actually kind of stupid. That one's not fair. I think we have to do new characters.
Okay, done.
Okay. All
and
right.
do we not tell each other what they're gonna be? We're just gonna send it.
Yeah, send it. And we all and I'll send you the overlay. So chat, in case you guys are wondering, I have an overlay built that if you type +1 in the chat, it will add a +1 to the counter.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. And now you're probably wondering, well, if Chatterbox has more viewers during that, is he just gonna win?
There's a cooldown, right?
No. We'll figure it out later. Listen, you just let it run. It's one of those things where I'm like, as soon as I made, the funniest thing was, as soon as I made this and told people I was going to do competitive RP, I shit you not, the first thing people said is like, but wouldn't you have to balance that for the number of viewers? Wouldn't you have to have a cooldown? Wouldn't you have? And I was like, I'm going to fucking pulling this out. It's not real. No, it's from my Red Dead RP. Although I did leave this on my kitchen stove. I forgot why it was there, and my cleaners came and they were like freaked out, and they were like, "Hey, like, can you like move that?" And I was like, "Oh no, it's the prop."
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Can we back up a little bit here? Did you just say your cleaners? You have people that clean for you?
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
Just, like, did you win the lottery or something?
Pause. I'm not a millionaire.
Fuck, you got cleaners, bro. Like, fuck, man.
This is the difference between somebody who lives in like one of the biggest cities in the world, and somebody who lives like,
in random outside of Winnipeg.
Random,
No,
this
like
is a difference.
It's pretty you can get cleaners
and live in the heart of the city. Cleaners cost money, bro. Like, I mean, like.
Yeah, I have cleaners come. I don't have a big place. My cleaners come. It's $150. I have cleaners come once a month and they clean $150. Oh, there goes my camera.
Oh, there we go.
See, I'm not that wealthy because I can't even keep my fucking camera
like an
on.
LA thing? Is that an LA thing?
Yeah, I know a lot of people in LA, and like when I lived there and stuff. Yeah, I just think it's common like in the bigger cities that like, I don't know, you just find people with busier lifestyles, I think, which is why they probably lean towards, having cleaners, because it's just like a convenience thing for them, $150, I don't have to worry about it,
I guess that's true, yeah. I always found that weird too. Like, you gotta trust these people too, right? In your house, right? Like, are you there when they're cleaning?
Yeah.
Okay, like, so they don't just go in there while you're not home and.
Oh, they have before. I trust them. No, it's this Mexican lady named Maria, and then her friend, and I forgot her friend's name, and they come in and clean, and they're great. I try to speak Spanish with them a little, and they are great. Yeah, I love them. They've been cleaning. I've had them as cleaners for like a year, and they do a bunch of private cleaning services where they go around and. Yeah.
Bro, I'm 30 years old, and I'd be horrified to do that. My mom would walk in the door and beat the shit out of me.
I memean, it's like
she'd beat the brakes off of me, dude. I'm not even kidding. I'm 30 years old. I'm so scared of my mom.
No, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's like I think there's certain, so someone's like, oh my god, $1,800. It's like, but there's other things that I don't spend money on that,
Like what?
I don't really buy coffees that much anymore. I make all my own coffee. So do that. I mean, so for instance, someone's like $1,800 a year. Guess what? Do you know how much my fucking hockey pads would have cost if I wasn't sponsored by Warrior Hockey? A full set of goalie gear would have cost me close to $3,000, but I don't have to pay that. So
yeah, that's a W right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen to all the chatters who are wondering. And I'll just be so honest. I am not a millionaire, and I have told my chat this as much. I will let you guys know when I am a millionaire, but I guarantee most of the streamers you guys follow are millionaires.
Probably.
What? I'm not trying to like out them or like out there. I'm just like, you guys should probably know they're probably millionaires. Like most streamers are. It's not
us though.
It's not that hard to like figure out. Like, I'm an aspiring millionaire. That's what I tell my like. By the way, Chatterbox. I feel like you're probably doing. But here's the thing. You have a lot more expenses. You're like a real person. You have kids. You have, but you have a house, right? Yeah. Guys, this guy fucking owns a house. Okay, fucking Scrooge McMoneybags over here owning a house. Imagine being a millennial and owning property. You're literally in the top 0.000000001%. You might as
I
well
didn't have a choice, man.
You might as well be
I didn't have a choice.
You might as well be Elon Musk, okay? You own a house?
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Bro, one day, you'll come out here and then you're gonna meet my dad and you're gonna be like, "That's why you had a house. That's why." Because you know what he told me? You know what he told me when I was a teenager? He
What?
says, "You ever rent?" He's like, "If you ever rent, I'm going to kill you." And I was like, "What?" And he looked at me dead in the eye like, "I'm gonna hurt you really bad." And
Hey,
I'm like, "I'm never gonna rent." I don't worry, Dad. I won't.
great advice. No, I mean, yeah.
Hey, I'm happy he was a dick.
No, owning property is fucking sick. You know, I do want to come out to Winnipeg, and the time when I want to come out is I'm gonna see. Listen, I'm chefing up some deals with a little local hockey club here. You know,
Ooh.
Oh my God, timer.
and I'm trying to see if the LA Kings will fly me out for their game against Winnipeg, and I'm gonna fly out with them and then go to the game with you.
Bro, that's sick.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
hell?
sick?
Yeah?
I need to stop wearing this jersey on stream. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Allie, I'm going to hockey. Sorry.
What were we talking about? Roleplay, right? Dimmock, what were we? What were the other topics?
Roleplay. Yeah, roleplay. Okay, well, I mean, I feel like we've discussed.
Is Rockstar is Rock like okay? There was something I wanted to ask. What is this? What are people doom like? What's the doomer take about Rockstar?
Okay. This is what I've been seeing. That there's some people that believe that, oh, okay, Rockstar, you're only focusing on NoPixel, so you're just screwing out all the other servers, all the other roleplay, all these other people are just screwed. There's not going to be anywhere to go, which is so far from the truth. Like, there's not a chance that that's going to happen. What maybe could be happening is, okay, they're partnering with NoPixel, and they're going to put a lot of focus on that and support NoPixel, whatever like that. But it doesn't mean there's not going to be other servers still doing their thing and thriving. That's just not the case at all.
Yeah, I guess let's say let's say they are investing and putting a lot of like resources, time, energy. Clearly marketing. They've put marketing into NoPixel, so they do that.
Yeah.
How is that? That doesn't hurt the other servers. If anything, it raises NoPixel up. And I actually do think it is one of those like a rising tide lifts all ships. By raising NoPixel up, that just makes GTA roleplay way more obvious and apparent to people, which makes every other server more relevant then.
Yeah, and more people are gonna be like, "What is this?" Right? More people are gonna find out about it.
Yeah.
Another thing is a lot of people are talking. This one I can't really comment on because I don't know. But a lot of people are like microtransactions. Are they going to make like servers pay to win, or they're gonna be if you open your wallet and spend money, you're gonna be up here now, right? Like, don't know, right? But that has been an obvious concern that people have been having. But obviously, I don't know.
I think if I was to guess, if I was a gambling man, I would think that they're like, yeah, this is one of those. It's like, do they want to make money from it? And my thought was like, does the Pope shit in the woods? Does a company want to make money from thing that they are investing in? Yeah, but I think it's more of a matter of like how they go about that, right? Like, there's any number of other companies that have gone and supported user generated content, modding scenes. I mean, I look at like Minecraft. I look at honestly, you kind of look at like any of the big kind of game ecosystems now, like Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite, right? And like they go and do that, but it's like you can do it in a way that's not like,
clothing.
Right. Yeah. You could do it like or any sort of cosmetics. Yeah. Cosmetic approach. Like, I don't think it's going to be like, hey, swipe your credit card and get who got the vault codes to rob the vault today? Hey man, I bought Rockstar Premium. I've got the vault codes. That would be crazy.
That'd be bad, dude. That would be really bad.
Oh my god. Yeah, XQC buys the vault codes for the next 5 years. Right? Listen, I don't think it's gonna be that. I get why people are dooming about that, but it's like, I just don't think it's gonna. Here's the thing. They can make money without it being like a super predatory system, no?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I don't know. There's like silly things you could do, like, billboards in a game, right? For Rockstar Maze, you can subscribe here and you can make a billboard, right?
I've always thought it'd be really funny if real life brands, and didn't Adidas do this with NoPixel at one point? Randomly, chat. Someone tell me. I swear Adidas did this, or like it was like with G2. I always think it'd be really interesting if real world brands did advertising in like a role play server. But the only thing that's weird about it is it's weird for those brands to do it, because it's basically like I want to do brand advertisement in a world, at least in the single player world, that is basically a mockery of like Western capitalism and like Western brands, right? Like Burger Shot is literally just making fun of like Burger King and like McDonald's and stuff like that. But like, it could be done well. I could see it done well. I don't know. I also just saw KFC, like they clearly gave their social media account to some Zoomer, and KFC tweeted out some fucking cursed image of a chicken wing or something. Chad, did you guys see this? This was wild. Go to KFC's Twitter.
When did this happen?
Just a few days ago. I saw this shit and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? Chat, am I crazy? Was it KFC? I don't know. I saw something really cursed.
What was it?
Yeah, it was.
Right now,
it was KFC ES. Is this it's their Spanish KFC account. Yeah, I'm pulling it up on my React. Yeah, they tweeted this shit out. I'm like, I don't know, like what the fuck? Hold on. What am I looking at here? The deep fried. Yeah, like they tweeted this shit out. Like, I don't know, dude. Brands don't give a fuck anymore. They'll do the craziest shit now. This is some like basically all these brands gave their accounts over to like Gen Z, and like now they just don't care. They're like, yeah, if people click on it and if it makes us go viral, we'll fucking do it. Like they don't care. They don't care about brand imaging anymore. No one cares about that.
Will Chatterbox bring back my favorite side character, Karen the landlord? In 5.0, I will, yeah. Absolutely.
So, I mean, that brings up another question, which is like what kind of besides new people, what kind of new things do you guys want to see in 5.0? This is a question I want to ask all of our guests. Chat, I was gonna say, besides trying to get Buddha and Coilin, I just talked to Dimmock and Chatterbox about this. For our upcoming episodes, we want to do a bunch of upcoming episodes, bringing in people from the invite list, not only so we can get their thoughts on all this, but also so you guys can continue to meme on the fact that the majority of the people on the call will have invites and I probably still won't. Dimmock, if you get an invite before me, I'm going to fucking crash out, by the way. I want you to know.
I'm hoping and praying over here, that I can just shove it in your face.
But if you get in on the next round, your ego chart is gonna go, isn't it?
I hope I'm third round. Fuck.
You're gonna put that in Dimmock's face, aren't you?
We're like 10th round picks, Bob. Let's be honest. Let's not push ourselves up. The company.
I know the company was one of the best arcs in all of 4. I will stand by that. Company was one of the best arcs in all of 4.0. We at least were a gang gang criminal organization that was different than everything else that had been done before.
I agree.
And I like that we weren't some perpetually existing gang. I like that we had a clear arc and then collapse. Love that. Beautiful.
The house heist was crazy.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
That was fucking awesome.
Who was an underrated RPer that would be your first pick to invite? Bro.
Ooh.
You know what? One of them got invited. That I would say right off the rip, and that is Skatebeard. That plays Scotty Bard. When I saw him on there, I was like, I applauded. I was like, my man's. That dude, I don't know. That dude is just so good at what he does and extremely underrated. But he got his flowers. I'm so happy. But another underrated RPer, I'm gonna say Charlie Blossom that plays Windsong. Slash me is always on point. Always in character, always doing different things, puts a lot of effort into everything she does. Does not stream all the time, but still puts nothing but the utmost effort into everything she does. Learned a lot off of her, and still continue to learn off of her. Extremely underrated. Would have been my first choice. One of my first choices, anyway.
I'll give you two. One that was actually already picked, and then one that really I guarantee he's getting an invite. It's more just a matter of when. One that already got invited is Jenny Bear. Dude, like Jenny is genuinely one of the most. Don't ever clip this and send this to her because I have OOC beef with her. But Jenny is, I think, like one of the funniest fucking people. Like just effortlessly funny. And her playing Peach is just, I don't know. I think she's super underrated. The other one I was gonna say, who I know he's gonna get an invite, but like he also just killed it with his RP in Rust Kingdoms, is Enovan, who plays Maximilian Angel. Mm-hmm. I saw people in the chat saying, I was like, oh, like, so I saw that one from the chat, but I was like, oh yeah, like that's like an obvious one that I think he's super underrated. I think he was getting a lot of flowers for his stuff in Rust Kingdoms. So I expect to see him. Honestly, I would love to bring Enovan on just to, because he does a very different thing. He's been doing this very different character in Rust versus his character that he plays in GTA, and it's been really cool to see. So,
dude, he's the one guy that's been hella consistent on just being a civ on GTA, especially for this long.
Yes,
like everybody crumbles with the pressure that there's like it's hard to be a civ, and then they just go and join organizations. He sticks to his guns with Max. That guy is just like civ, and he still pulls up. He still pulls up and does it. Despite what's going on, just, he still pushes through it. And that's like, you cannot respect that.
Okay, so since we did some underrated ones, I now want to hear, who is like your pick for like a big streamer, like big content creator who maybe they've role played here and there, but like we haven't maybe seen them on NoPixel. Who would you want to see? And while you, I have my answer. So I have my answer. So I'll go through it okay. Again, please don't ever clip this and send this to her. But I was talking to her about it when I forced my way into her and Michael's home and forced her to let me sit on Pokey's podcast chair. I think Lily would genuinely be such a good, like, would kill it in roleplay. And she's done it a little bit before, but I don't think she's ever like committed to I would love to see Lily commit to like at least like a month-long arc in GTA. I think she would absolutely crush it. Cause she's actually just like a phenomenal actress. I've done stupid roleplay bits with her. Oh God. I think when I did my subathon like 2 years ago, we actually roleplayed that we were in like a toxic relationship with each other for like a bit. And I was actually just surprised at how like witty she can be with it. It was impressive, but I do don't ever clip this and send this to her because I don't like her. OOC. Anyways, who's your pick?
Quarter Jade.
Jody, okay.
Yeah, I've only met Jody once. We played I don't even remember the name of that game we played. Chat, what was that game that we played? It was a really funny game. It was me, Saikuna, her, Foolish, and Elam. It was that game where you have to, it's voice commands. But, Cursed Companions.
Yeah.
Bro, like after that, like, dude, she was so much fun to play that with. Like, hella fun. I was like, damn, I had so much fun, dude. She would be, bro. I hope she role plays. I hope she gives it a try because holy shit, I don't know if she's ever done it or not, but bro, I think if she ever did, game changing because she has the personality and the energy for that shit.
I think for a lot of those people, I think they just have to get over the stigma of like it feeling like it's not their community. Like, oh, it's GTA. Oh, I'm not a GTA role player, so therefore I don't do it. It's like, no, you're actually just a great role player. Just do it in GTA. Like, there's no, and that's another thing I hope for NoPixel V, NoPixel 5 is that it's like, I hope it's not just the same old like. Someone said I blame. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it is my fault because maybe I role played on all the Minecraft servers and all these. I was so fucking cringe that they're like, oh god, that's what it means to be a role player is to be like, oh fuck that. No, Janet got over that. Janet role plays now more than me. So no, I think
not true, not true at all.
Janet, yes.
When's the last time Janet role played, bro?
Just this last week as Tarjan. You need to get out of your head that role play is
in Rust.
Yeah,
right.
and that was good. That was good role play. She was Tarjan, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Janet role playing as Tarjan and Russ is better than most role play I see on GTA servers. It's just
I mean, she was better. She was better on you on GTA too, man. Just consistency and doing stuff. And it was, So, I don't know why you're laughing, Dimok. I don't know why you're laughing, bro.
What? Hey, look.
You perma'd and then was like, fuck, now what? So you had to come back.
Hey, I'm playing a new character for the past 2 weeks or so,
You're bullshitting. You're bullshitting. Brecker still calls me, pissing me off.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I play Breckers every once in a while, but I'm trying a new character too because I feel like you got to mix it up. You know what I mean? And I feel like Breckers is like, he's fun to play every once in a while, but I feel like it's fun to also like try to do something new. So I'm trying to do something I've never done before. It's a lot of work to start a new character this late in a role play cycle. I will say that much. It is a lot of work, but
you know how we did that Go Postal?
Yeah.
Another one, but like a trucker, like truckers or something like that.
Oh, I'm so down. Yes.
We should do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, next week. I need to start planning my role play days, guys. I gotta start. Yeah, next week, guys. I gotta get a fucking invite. I want you guys to know I think I'm playing on Friday. I think I'm bringing back Clay Kona to try to get a job as a cop because they have a cop thing. I'm bringing back Clay. I'm bringing back all my characters. I'm about to be role playing a different character every day. I'm about to farm fucking +1s.
Chat, please clip this. Please.
October is my. I will role play for at least 20 days in October. 20 of the 31 days.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay, let me ask you something. Are you going to TwitchCon or anything like that?
Yeah.
Oh wait, but you live in California, so
yeah.
Like okay, so it's not like you can't stream for a week like the rest of us. But
are you gonna are you going to TwitchCon?
I'm gonna go to the convention on Saturday, but the rest of the time I'm there. I'm just gonna go see my friends and stuff like that and hang out. And that's I am going to California.
And chat, that's why I'd like to announce, as was a tradition from last year. This year, you guys can catch Roleplay Podcast live from the TwitchCon Convention Center on Saturday. Once again, is Twitch going to support it? Hell no. But just like last time, I'm going to go steal some couches, put them together, and we will be interviewing Roleplay viewers live not this Saturday. Saturday, October 18th? Saturday, October 18th, live from the San Diego Convention Center. And you might be thinking, Blau, did you already have this all planned and tell Chatterbox about this before? Nope. I just came up with this on the spot and now he has to do it. And Dimok we'll have Dimok on call on a speaker to fix production then as well.
That's perfect. A scuffed phone call. Let me in.
Yeah, see now exactly. You have to yes and it now. So
Yeah.
Bet. I'm showing up in my Winnipeg Jets jersey too.
Will you actually? If you wear the Winnipeg Jets jersey,
won't.
Why not? That's on fire jersey.
Because I'm gonna die there. It's gonna be so hot.
Nah, it's not that bad. I'll wear the Blackhawks jersey if you wear the Winnipeg jersey. I feel like we have to for the podcast live.
Fuck it, fine.
Okay, deal.
Fine.
I'll
bring it.
Yeah, we.
God.
By the way, we actually did do this last year, and it was really fun because it's like viewers come up, and we did like hot takes with viewers, and like they would come up.
Yeah,
with,
I
like,
saw that. I
it was-
watched it, and I was like, damn, it was really good.
It actually, it was probably one of my favorite episodes we did. S-Fan came on for. Oh, that was the other thing. S-Fan, then the other reason why it's cool, Jay, is like a bunch of other role players who are at the convention will come through. I feel like this year it's gonna be so relevant with like the NoPixel 5 announcement. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be good.
It'd be good. Yeah.
And then you'll hang out with me the other days too, like 'cause we're friends, right? Like so we'll.
Well, I'll be in California for 6 days, bro. So I mean, yeah, plenty of time.
When do you get in?
Whatever days the Wednesday is, I think.
You want to go to a
I think
hockey?
actually, wait.
You want to go to a hockey game?
Yeah.
How did I know he was gonna say hockey? How did I know he was gonna say hockey? He's gonna be like, oh,
You
let's
like-
go.
I want to go to a
hockey.
hockey game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
free tickets.
What?
Yeah.
How? You get free tickets?
Okay, well, I haven't really fully announced this yet, but yeah. I do.
Right.
Well, you'd be one of the best people to start it with. I'm doing a series for this season where I'm taking people to LA. We're gonna stream them, taking them to LA Kings games, and we just get taken care of. Like, oh, it's not only just free ticket. We get free food, free like. It's gonna be sick. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk more about this.
Okay, hockey talk's over, guys.
Jeff, he's
Roleplay
got the time. He's got the
podcast,
time.
guys. Roleplay podcast.
He's got the time.
Go.
Yo, Chatterbox, what if we hard pivot our content? What if we hear me out? We quit role play. We quit. Let's just hard pivot into hockey. We can be a hockey podcast. We could just.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, man. I'm way too addicted, and as much as I like my hockey, I'm cringe, and I got my character tattooed on my arm. So like I'm
Whoa.
stuck. I'm stuck.
That's
Here,
a
man. I'm
sick
stuck.
tattoo.
It's pretty
Yeah,
sick.
I'm stuck. So it is what it is.
Damn. I
Yeah.
guess I'll role play again. Fuck, I have to plan out my role play for this month. What's a realistic? Give me a realistic challenge, Chatterbox. This is Blau tries to get a NoPixel 5 invite. I'll even carry this into November.
Okay. Okay? What's your streaming schedule? Like what can your streaming schedule be? Let's start with that.
Anything. This actually,
Anything.
honestly, in September, I streamed the most in a while. I did like 120 hours. That was kind of crazy. I make my own schedule, but give me specific set of challenges for role play.
You role play a minimum of 4 days a week.
Oh, I guess
4
that is
days a
fine.
week.
Okay.
You can pick any day, but it's 4 days a week.
4 days a week,
At least 4 or more hours.
4 or more hours.
Any character you want, but you have to commit to it.
Can I play multiple characters?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
As long as you're role playing, 4 days minimum a week, 4 or more hours until November. That's a challenge, bro. Because, dude, like I do 5 days a week every week.
What about continuing this in November? Because someone did say NoPixel November, and that does kind of have a nice ring. So I kind of want to continue it to
Okay.
November. Can I stretch it out a little bit?
Throughout the month of November?
Yeah, like for October and November. So like maybe like lighten the load a little bit, but we extend it a little longer.
Okay. What do you mean lighten the load, man?
like 3 days a week for
Okay,
2
fine.
months.
If you do it for 2 months, 3 days a week, minimum 4 hours every time you jump on. Minimum.
3
I
days
like this.
3 days a week, minimum 4 hours each day. So basically 12 hours a week, but again split up into 3 different days, and for 2 months straight.
Yeah. And you got to make a clown character.
Oh shit.
Okay.
All right. All right,
Okay.
chat. You heard it here. Okay. And if he doesn't do it, if he fails this task, okay, I will. Well, I mean, I guess I can't really use TwitchCon, isn't it? Because, that's like 2 weeks. Okay, how about this? In the next couple of weeks leading up until TwitchCon, if he already flops and does miss his time, I'm not pulling up to the RP podcast. in
Oh
San
shit.
Diego.
Okay, so that means Okay, by the way, does this week, this week, okay, we're already halfway through the week. So like, okay, fine. So that means I have to do 3 days. Wait, by the way, can weeks start on Mondays? Weeks don't start on Sunday. Let's be honest. Weeks start on Monday.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm locked in.
Sure. So
Okay.
you basically have to lock it in for the entirety of next week. Like you gotta like make sure you get those 3 days, minimum 4 hours, right, and doing shit. If I see even a single stream that's under 4, like if you're on roleplay for under 4 hours, I don't care if it's like 3 hours and 59 minutes. I ain't pulling up, bro.
This is great. I can, I can do like one of those YouTube titles. I have 4 hours to shoot this car and get away. All right. I'm gonna start planning.
Okay, but long term though, if you don't complete it long term,
what's my long term punishment? I perma Mickey.
We DM Coil and say that you have to miss the first 2 months of 5.0 no matter what. You're not getting that invite until like 5.0 drops and people are playing already for like a month.
Deal.
Holy shit! Okay,
I'm locked in. I'm getting my NoPixel 5.0. As long as they say that I will get my invite if I can pull this off and do good roleplay.
We got to do roleplay again, chat.
All right.
I want you guys to know I'm going to do some of the funniest. I hope you guys know. I am doing a day of 4 hours of me role-playing as a local on the street, yelling insane local voice lines at people. That's going to be one of the days. I'm just going to go around all day. You damn degenerate.
Bro,
fuck me in the ass.
Grapeseed's pretty busy right now. That character would work really well there. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Perfect.
Can't wait. Chat. Hope you guys clip this shit because I ain't gonna let. I am gonna make sure.
I gotta start planning. I got a lot to do. I have a lot of work. Oh my God! Wait, Nikita. If Nikita's still in the chat, Nikita, will you do a day with Nikita? Will you go on a date with my character? Will your character go on a date with my? Can we do a Penny in December day, please?
As long as it's not Tessa.
No, it's not. It's not Tessa. It's her other character, Penny.
Oh my gosh, is Nikita still here?
I hope she is. Oh, dude, their chemistry was flawless.
She is. She's in the chat, bro, somewhere.
Okay.
Come on, Nikita. We know you're listening. Don't pretend like you're not here.
No, not Tessa, chat. Penny.
Yeah, he's talking about Penny.
Yeah, she'll see this. I'm sure.
The character that always makes me feel like I need to blow my nose.
That's pretty good.
Not wrong.
Okay, wait. What else are we talking about for Roleplay Podcast? Oh, wait. We usually end with a Q&A section from chat for any questions and stuff from chat we haven't answered yet. All right, chat. This is now the time to ask questions. Listen, get your takes here on and some of the stuff we've been talking about. For a reminder, NoPixel 5, Rockstar, and Roleplay. How to get an invite. Questions about people who have been invited, who we think are going to be invited. All that stuff. We're now open. Questions from the chat to start fielding, which Chatterbox and Dimmock will field it first while I go pee. Thank you so much.
Every time, chat. Every time. Look, he has his jersey says Blau on the back.
Classic.
Bro. Okay, I gotta actually read chat here.
Yeah, me too.
Chatterbox, do you think Tessa and Helen are dating or end up dating in the near future? No comment. Skip.
Okay.
Hot spicy question. Who do you think has no chance of getting an invite? Well, that is.
Don't answer that. Chatterbox, that's a
I'm
trap.
answering
Don't
it.
answer that.
I'm answering it. The race car driver in the early days of 3.0 that hit me head on the highway and then pocket wiped me because I fucking died from it, even though he drove into me. And he called me a fucking idiot and pocket wiped me and took my phone and everything and left me there. That guy's definitely not getting invited, bro. No hockey questions. No hockey questions.
No. Hey.
RP questions.
Okay, this is a good one. Do you think that do you think that it should be a total wipe for V for 5? Do you think we should wipe everything, or do you think we should only wipe memories? Like, how do you feel about that?
I think it should be a complete wipe, but not a memory wipe, because a memory wipe will just make things awkward and people are just gonna go and do their things anyway. So I think it should be like how 2 to 3 went, and do a soft memory wipe. Like, you forget the bad, but you can remember the good. So this way you go into it with no bad blood. Maybe. But if that's not an option, wipe everything but your memories. Because it's not going to... Memory wipes don't work. Let's be real. It just doesn't work. Do you know if Elam is coming back? If he gets invited, he's absolutely coming back, yes. If 5.0 started with an RP draft, who would you pick for your gang? Bro, you're gonna... Are you guys trying to get me in shit?
They're trying to get you to pick favorites, Chatterbox.
I'm not, I can't answer that. Like, I can't. Chat, you guys are trying to fucking get me in trouble here.
Yeah.
Are you trying to have the funhouse rebuilt in line with 5.0, like Finish House in 5.0? Okay, this is how I'll answer that question. The funhouse is not coming back in 4.0, but we are building it throughout 4.0 for 5. So think about that. Okay, then who would you definitely not pick? Whoever's at the bottom of the waterfall. If you know, you know. Will Dumbles get his own arc in 5.0? I don't know. That probably not, but at the same time, maybe. But actually, going back to the question of who I definitely think will not get an invite, it's definitely this guy that just tweeted at me saying, I just want you to know, I was watching clips today and saw a clip of you. It disgusted me so much I stopped watching clips. This was from @SilentCSGO, somebody that proclaims himself as a role player, but is their Twitter handle is.
It sounds like a
CSGO.
That sounds like a washed up CSGO player. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, so he took his shitty CSGO skills to RP so he can win something. So let's just keep it at that. I think that people like that shouldn't get invited, bro.
Yeah, silent. More like, hey, buddy, you should stay silent. Okay, like.
Yo.
Yo, silent. Do you want to come on the roleplay podcast? Okay. What I missed. Were there any questions that were spicy ones?
Dude, these questions are entrapment, bro. Some of these are just trying to trap us into some answering some fucking get us in trouble questions, bro.
Oh, I love those. Oh. Wait, which ones?
No, bro. They asked me who in your gang would you not pick, or who in your gang would you it's just pick who you would invite to your gang in 5.0. Like, what the fuck? They want me to pick favorites, bro. They're gonna see this.
A lot of the coolest parts of NoPixel involve administrator intervention to enable better RP if the server is run by Rockstar. How would you like to? I don't think Rockstar is running the server. I don't think that's happening.
That wouldn't work.
Guys, I maybe I'm wrong here. I would be surprised if Rockstar wants to run any of this. I think Rockstar is supporting, promoting, enable. Like, you can use any number of words. I doubt they are the ones who are going to like run the stuff, if that makes sense, you know.
put it this way: their fingers are in the jar, but their whole hand ain't in there.
Yeah.
They're just sticking their fingers in the jar. My spicy take is that just because people make shitloads of money in an RP server doesn't mean, well, I lost that comment because my chat. Okay, there we go. It doesn't mean that every single item that you need to do anything should be at a minimum of $10,000. Oh, yeah. I mean, the economy's kind of, yeah. I mean, I hope this is what I hope in 5.0. I hope I can go to a restaurant and buy a meal for fucking $90, you know, and not $7,000 for fucking like 2 combos or something. Who cares if food's cheap? It's supposed to be cheap. It's fucking food so you can survive. Food being expensive is stupid.
I agree.
I think one of my biggest hopes is I get what they did in 3.0. I get what they did in 4.0. I genuinely hope NoPixel 5 goes back to like give someone ownership of Senior Buns. Give someone ownership of Burger Shot. Like give me Soda Poppin' and let him run Burger Shot. Let him own it.
Yeah.
And let the role play go from there. And if he stops logging onto the server, then role play out that they give to someone else. I think
like the bank took it back. The bank took it, or like it got taken. Like their investors took it, and then they just gave it to somebody else. You can,
I think
I'll do it. I'll make a character for it and pay attention to this stuff if you want. NoPixel, please. I'll do it. I don't give it. I'll do it. I'll pay attention. I promise.
I don't think NoPixel or like some of these servers need to be like blank slates. You're all like day one Rust characters spawning in with like a rock and a torch, and then you have to farm your way up. I think it is okay if you have a character, if like they have an agreed upon character, like, hey, yeah, this person is just a like rich motherfucker who owns like a casino, and then let them role play that. I think that's awesome. I've said before, it's like for instance, if Squeaks wants to bring back Ramaswamy, I am fine with Squeaks flying into the city with the fattest bank account from his Republican super PAC donors. And then I'm going to just trust that Squeaks is not going to take that money and be like, okay, how can I get the green dongle and the blue dongle and unlock the banks and compete in the bank heist progression? No, instead, he's going to use that money to hire someone to be his speechwriter, hire someone to be his driver, hire his campaign manager, and is going to then use it to create events and role play in the city. I think giving people that kind of trust, tools, resources, whitelist, whatever you want to call it, giving that to people to then make RP happen that way is that's why.
You know what? Just bringing that up actually kind of like reminded me, bro. Like another person underrated as fuck. Large Dog. She played Lilith.
Yes.
She was in she was campaigning with Ramaswamy. That was a power duo right there for RP, dude. Like without a doubt. Like that was like she was great with that. And yeah, dude, that she is underrated as fuck.
Yeah, and it's like the fact that I didn't even know this. She went in off stream to grind money so that she could rent a car for her and Squeaks to drive around and do their campaigning in. I'm like, no, like she could just be his campaign manager and have all the access to the campaign funds. And then like, yeah, if they wanted to like fucking pay some thugs to like take out the opposition, and then there's an investigation as to whether, bro, imagine that, an investigation to whether they used like campaign funding to tire a hit on another candidate would be so, oh God, dude, there's so much potential. Just let them have the tools to do the crazy RP. Don't make them grind for it.
No. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that.
Oh, Beetle, I'm with you, bro. Petty crime. There's something so special about house robberies. I can't explain it. The sneaking around.
That house robberies. And 3.0 were like the go-to for like us to like just make a buck to survive. We used to just do house robberies, and when the times when cops would show up, it'd be so much fun. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this classifies as petty crime. I don't think it does, but in 3.0 there was Oxy runs.
I think it was petty. I think it was petty crime.
It was petty crime. So the thing I liked about Oxy runs was it was difficult. It was really difficult to do Oxy runs, and it was sketchy. Every time I did one, I was so uncertain of how it was gonna go, right? Because I was terrified that a gang was gonna pull up and fucking rob the shit out of us. But the cops' response to Oxy runs was super high. Like the likelihood of them showing up was crazy high. So I was always on edge, and I loved that feeling. Because I'm like, it's not like, yeah, I'm just gonna go do an Oxy run because everything's gonna be, I'll see you in like 10 minutes, right? It was like, hopefully I see you guys again. I don't end up in jail. Like it was a really it was an easy thing to get into, but hard thing to complete. Because there was a lot of stakes.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I really like that. But if you did pull it off, the reward was still nice too for petty crime. It was still a good reward.
Question for
I really enjoyed that.
Question for Chatterbox and Dimok. Let's say hypothetically you have a dev panel, and you wanted to have some people do some house robberies in NoPixel 4.0 just to test them out. How would you do that?
If I had a dev panel, okay. You find interiors that you can go into. That's where I would start. Okay, because there are places around the map that you can go into.
Oh, like
right?
the actual, like Michael's house.
Yep.
Oh, that's smart. Or like Lester's house. Okay.
That's
yes.
right. And I would spawn kind of cool items, but hidden in those houses that people have to go find them. Right. But that'd be worth a good chunk of change. But you set it up like, I don't know, like I've never used a dev panel before, so I don't really know all the things that you can do. But like I'd follow that character around and try to make it pretty immersive and shit like that. And like I would spawn myself in there as somebody like, the fuck you doing in my house? They'd have to take that person out, right? But and I would call the cops. Like somebody come in, I call the cops if somebody's robbing my shit, right? But I have stuff in there that if the cops got them, they're probably getting in a lot of trouble. But if the cops didn't get them, they're walking out with kind of a bag, you know, whether it be a money stash somewhere, you know, a pistol with a little bit of ammo in it or something, a little bit of drugs under the sink, right? An actual TV that's worth something, you know, like just put shit around that you can actually play around with, you know what I mean? I do stuff like that.
One thing I wish, I've kind of tested it with like, weirdly enough, with the timed explosives. I wish I could like spawn in a hack, if that makes sense. Like just spawn in like one of the like NoPixel hacking mini games, like just put it on something to like make someone like be able to do it. I kind of found a workaround for this, and it's the timed explosive. Yeah.
I got something for you, bro.
Yeah.
Why not this? We should try this, dude. You and Dimo, we should try this together. We should set up a scene where Blau, you're doing the panel stuff, right? I'll make a character. The back alley, hey, come here, right? Set him up with something. Give him a sticky bomb, right? Just a sticky bomb, right? And be like, I know this place. You know, it's the hunt. It's the where you take your fur for hunting and stuff. It's upstairs. It's safe up there. You get in there. You know, you got to take the workers out or sneak in there. You get in there. You put that thing on the safe, blow it up, and then you just spawn something as soon as they blow it up. You know, like on the thing, and tell them to get the fuck out of there. And Dimok is in there with somebody, right? And they come in, they got to call the cops, be like, holy fuck. And hopefully the cops respond to it, right? And they got to try to, like, you know, not let them get robbed and shit. Like, you get set up so much cool shit with that, man. Or, like, Humane Labs.
Oh,
like some scientists going in there, you got to get me this cure. You know, they've been hiding the cure for this cancer stuff. I know it. It's in there. You know, like, go get it for me.
I need to do a Humane Labs heist. Fuck it. You know what? Sick. I've been sitting on, listen, I'm sorry. Brecker's gonna stop calling Chatterbox. I'm gonna bring Mickey back. I got a plan. I'm bringing Mickey back. Well, I've got to cook. Listen, I need to write down a lot of this stuff because I have 2 months to do a fuck ton. Like, if we think about 2 months, what is that?
Dude, I'll do stuff with you. If you want me to make a character and do stuff with you, I will.
Okay. You're already doing the RP off on Monday.
Yeah.
Or the plus one competition. So
that's right. You're going down.
All right. Someone asked, "Is this hockey podcast?" And that actually is
no. Who said that? You son of a bitch.
And that actually is a great point about hockey, which is I am excited to watch the Jets this year because of Taves. Like, he looked good in the preseason game. He looked good.
Got hurt already though, so fingers crossed.
Fuck, I know he got hurt. Everyone's getting hurt though. Oh my god, do you know what the craziest thing is? And this just shows, that's hockey, but I was like, the Florida Panthers are just gonna win their third cup. And now, like,
probably.
Well, no, but did you know Barkov is injured and Kachuk injured? Barkov's out for the season. They might actually be done.
The clock has been running, guys.
They might be done. Right now. Florida Panthers might be done.
Dude, they don't need Barkov though. They don't. They
don't.
That's a powerhouse, dude. They're a powerhouse, bro. And it's the beginning of the season. They're saying he's out for the season, but who knows, right? It might be another Mark Stone thing. A playoff start. Hey, I'm feeling better, guys.
That team, for those who are wondering, chat, the Florida Panthers they are disgusting right now. It's like,
yep. Okay.
Oh,
no
sorry.
More hockey talk.
Sorry.
I do want to actually circle back. I just had this thought. Chatterbox just came up with some great ideas for stuff that we can do with, like, obviously Blau is.
Oh God, here's Dimok's gonna make me commit to shit.
No.
I should commit.
You've already committed to 3 days a week, right?
Okay.
What about, like, if one of these days every week we try and do one of these mini heists? Either it's a house robbery, whether it's a humane labs, something small. We can just.
Wait, it's
do
on
it
the other
once a
side
week.
for me.
Okay.
Three of us heist together.
All right, deal.
There you go. Shaking. Yeah. Okay. Once a week we'll do this. We'll run something cool.
As long as a first round NoPixel 5 draft, you can put in the good word for me.
True.
And we have to keep doing these until me and Demo get the invites.
Yeah. We'll do it till we get finally invited to this fucking server.
2 hockey bros pretending to be RP streamers.
That's the podcast, basically.
I have a big question. How do y'all feel about ERP and
What? Wait, ERP and
this
what?
One's for you. This one's for you. So that one's for you, Blau.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, take your break. What was the? How do
y'all feel about ERP and NoPixel, and if it'll be a NoPixel 5, or if there will be actual ERP released for it?
Do you guys want chat? Do you guys want my like meme joke answer, or do you want my like serious answer? Which one do you want? I'll do it based off what you guys want. You guys both real?
Both. Real. Okay, start with real, and then if you want to do the joke.
Okay, I'll do the real answer. I think ERP, people call ERP a lot of times what is just RRP, romantic role play. I think the vast majority of media and film involve romantic relationships that are like pretty beautiful. I mean, well, you can look at Avatar: The Last Airbender, right? It's like one of the best pieces of media, right? And you have the relationship between Aang and Katara. We wouldn't call that ERP. That was just a romance between them. I think a lot of phenomenal role play and content is role play relationships. The erotic part of it, or just anything, I think a lot of viewers take anything that's even remotely sexual and then call it ERP, when it in reality it's just relationship role play. I think it's really good. I think it adds an incredible dynamic. People like to watch it. There's a reason why people obsessed over Love Island. There's a reason why some of the most famous stories written in human history are love stories. And even going back to Romeo and Juliet, right? Like, that's a very important part of human storytelling, because it's a very important part of human dynamics. I just think a lot of times chatters, sometimes streamers, but it's actually mostly chatters and communities can just get kind of weird about it, which makes people worried about doing it. But sometimes it's some of the best content and it can be done really well. So do I think that there should be ERP and NoPixel 5? Absolutely. I think there should. Now, do I think that this should be like, describing sexual positions and going deeply gratuitous into, like, I don't know, train wrecks describing a werewolf, taking him from behind in his penthouse? Probably not. But do I think it should involve, love stories, romance, jealousy, betrayal, cute dates, cute situations, stuff like that? Absolutely.
Yeah. I think to like piggyback off that, like I think that's the big thing, right? Is like, I feel like it can be one of the best tools to tell a more interesting and diverse story for two characters. I think it's a lot about the balance too. You know what I mean? I think it's like a big part of it is like making sure that it's like in addition to your character story, right? So that like it's constantly like adding an extra element to every other piece of role play you do, right? Because if you have a relationship, right, then when your character gets shot, suddenly the stakes are higher. You know what I mean? If your character is in a fight with another person, like suddenly the stakes are higher, right? But it's important to like keep, kind of find that balance between, the relationship and then everything else in your character's life and let it kind of add on to your character's life in that way, I've done some, great, relationship role play in the past. It's been really fun. And I think that's like one of the big reasons why is because like, I made sure that it was always, in addition to.
Well said. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's the answer to ERP and role play. You didn't miss much. We gave it a pretty serious
Glad
answer.
I missed it.
Well, no, we
Glad I missed
gave it a pretty serious answer.
We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. ERP vouch from a guy with a dev menu.
Wait, is that what someone said? Yeah. 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 Yeah, you guys should ERP.
Well.
Yeah. No, it's great.
You heard it here.
I ERP'd with a girl named B
God.
in Rust. I told her I was more into antenna, even though most guys were into thorax. You know? So yeah, I think ERP is great.
Any other questions, chat?
Chat, last call for questions for this. By the way, banger return episode for the podcast. By the way, can I just say, I know our podcast goes on breaks sometimes, chat, but it's just like me with roleplay. Yeah, sometimes we go on breaks, but we're always going to come back to fuck shit up. So be the
When will
artisan.
Chatterbox be warden of the prison? Never.
Can you do a backflip in real life? No.
Yes,
Yes. Wait, can you?
I can. Yeah.
Blau, log on to Mickey right after this. No balls.
He's not going to chat. Don't get anyone's hopes up.
I'm gonna log on to Mickey right after this.
No, you won't. You'll log on Mickey for 5 seconds, realize that the city's a little slow, and then he's gonna F8 quit. You'll go to Burger Shot, have one interaction. You'll be like, fuck. Well, done my time today, chat. See you tomorrow.
Dimok, you forgot one crucial thing. More
Yeah.
so than my impatience is my ability to be extremely petty.
I'm not even gonna
When are
play
you getting a
Buckers.
Raymond update? Ask Valkyrie.
Guys, listen, I'm going to tell you guys something. Valkyrie's probably going to come back in 5.0s. I think isn't that what she said her plan was? Bro,
Coming back at 5.0.
Listen, sometimes I'm like, okay, there's a bunch of streamers and creators where it's like, I feel like they're kind of like around our level and stuff. Isn't Ray like, just like, I don't know, Paris fashion show, New York fashion show, fucking, oh my God, here's my get ready with me. Look at my hair that I got done by like this fucking artist. Like
Hey guys, check out Netflix. Just dropped an episode.
Oh yeah, Netflix episode with Phantom. Like, oh yeah, go check this out. Oh, by the way, my studio that I own, we're dropping our first, like, she'll come and play what she wants to play, okay? Like, fuck, like.
Even if she could, she wouldn't even have the time right now. Holy fuck. Blau, are you gonna react to the Chatterbox cinematic? Oh.
I've been supposed to. I had wanted to because I actually know the whole story, like up to this point.
Damn, really?
I've kept up. I mean, maybe not like as intently as some of them. I kept up. It's good content. It's good media.
You gonna watch it today, man?
What do you want? Wake up on Mickey? Watch the
Wake
cinematic?
up on Mickey, watch the cinematic. You're streaming 12 hours today, bud.
I mean, like Blau, how long have you been live already, man?
3 hours.
He's at 3.
3 hours, right? Like, are you really gonna do, like, are you gonna jump on Mickey and stream for 4 more hours minimum? Or is that really what you want to do? Or are you gonna start this, are you gonna start this on Monday?
No. I think I have to start this week.
Okay. As long as you start tomorrow, fresh and at it, you should be fine,
Yeah.
And then, like, dude, after the podcast, you have basically 30 minutes of free content.
That's right.
Fuck it, I'll watch the cinematic then after the podcast. Is that what you're telling me to do?
You should.
Okay, fine.
Yep.
I'll do that.
Because I'm not gonna lie, bro, you don't want to jump on Mickey right now.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying. I know how it's gonna go.
I wait till tomorrow.
It's gonna go. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I'm with Dimmook on this.
Fine.
Yeah.
But I think I'm actually starting. I think I have Clay waking up on Friday. I was gonna go and I just want to do an interview with Jenny and fuck with Jenny on Clay. So
W.
Okay. I have my roleplay challenge set out. NoPixel 5 coming out with Rockstar support.
Will we get invites? We'll find out next time we do the podcast.
Oh my God, there's gonna be another set of invites next week.
Yeah.
Fuck. And then I actually think it'll be cool. Let's start trying to bring on guests of the people who have gotten invites so we can ask how they got it.
We'll do our best.
That's good.
Yeah.
How did you get your invite to NoPixel 5? Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. We need the bad.
Fuck.
Oh, 52 Chains would be a ride on here. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, let's ask him for next week.
He's been such an asshole on the server after that whole.
He's probably been insufferable. He's probably been insufferable with it. Oh God. All right. Well, I think that's a longer episode than normal. We caught up on a lot. This was great. Even got up on a little bit of the hockey stuff. I'm not talking hockey. Chill, Dimmook.
Okay. Happy, man.
Can we actually, production? Can we actually get a timer like up here when we do hockey talk? Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll make one.
Wait, I have an idea. Whenever we do the hockey talk section, I want like the entire overlay to change to like all like hockey themed shit, and then it's on there for 5 minutes.
You fucking menace, dude.
I'm up in the production.
A 5-minute timer there so we can see it too.
Yeah.
So Dimmook doesn't lie to us.
Yeah, Dimmook, you chat. Dimmook lies to us. He 100% speed. We do not talk for 5 minutes. You speed that shit up. You speed it up way more. You cut us off way earlier.
No, prove it, man.
I'm gonna go into the VOD.
Shall I go back in the VOD?
Yeah, I'm going into the VOD. I'm gonna go to the VOD.
Second cutoff.
Let's wrap this baby
All right.
up. Roleplay Podcast. Thank you all for coming.
Guys, this is Roleplay Podcast episode. I don't even know, but we're crushing it, cruising. More role. And by the way, you guys listen. Everyone who's watching Roleplay Podcast now, you guys are in. This is a good time to invest. Stocks are going up because Roleplay is about to go up. No, I'm serious. Think about where we're at, Chatterbox. We're right on the cusp of NoPixel 5 with Rockstar support, and then GTA 6 is coming out.
True.
This is chat. Buy now. Roleplay Podcast. Also, by the way, I was gonna say, if you ever have anything else that you want, because we had your plushie here, you can now put other things in our little carousel. Chat, I am still working on getting us an official sponsor of Roleplay Podcast. But it has to be it's gonna have to be one that we like both vibe with and make sense, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be like, guys, thanks for coming to the Roleplay Podcast, brought to you by Lockheed Martin. Fly high, like that'd be odd. Like, we're not trying to we gotta get like a one that
Nice.
We gotta get like a good one,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Oh my God, we should ask.
Sponsored by NHL.
Oh my God, wait. That would be
NHL.
crazy. That would be crazy. And then Dimok would have to let us have our 5 minutes of hockey talk.
Yep, that's
Oh
right.
my God, we did.
Guys.
Guys, welcome to Hockey Talk on Roleplay Podcast. This 5 minutes brought to you by the NHL. I have some emails to send. Oh my God.
I look
Holy
forward.
shit.
I can only dream of this. I can only dream of this.
Yeah.
This would be
same.
good. Then Demo can't really
Wait.
give a shit anymore.
Wait, Blue Chew would be a great sponsor. Guys, today's Roleplay Podcast brought to you by Blue Chew. Roleplay is hard, and you can be...
Okay. All right, let's wrap this baby up.
What? I'm just... guys, I'm trying to like show that we can do good ad reads, okay?
Yeah, right. That's
Take us out. Take us out. Take us out.
Yeah, Chatterbox, can you wrap us up here?
Well, guys, thank you for tuning into Roleplay Podcast, the most consistent roleplay podcast, with only 33% of people getting invited to the new NoPixel update. So you know we're struggling here. We're struggling, but with your support and you guys watching and supporting this podcast, maybe we can get a higher percentage of this podcast group succeeding in the new GTA NoPixel V launch. Okay, but right now, yeah, we're hurting here. We're hurting. We're hurting.
In collaboration with Rockstar Games, which is still
Yeah,
kind of
that-
crazy. It's still it feels a little weird. Rockstar tweeted
does.
you out, man.
It does.
You should
My
feel good.
favorite video game company of all time. Wow.
Wow.
Crazy.
Rockstar plays this right here. Just come on, PC or something
right.
online.
And
too,
Demo,
okay.
Demo, thank you, production. I swear I'll switch to your new fucking shitty video thing. So that-
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
okay.
All right.
Goodbye,
See you soon.
chat. See you in the city. Bye, chat.
Bye.
Okay, wait. Fuck. Where'd I go?